Okay, welcome back to more Let's Play Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer, everyone. My name is Nintendo Gen 64, of course, and in this part we're going to 1/3 complete Summer Forest. Yes, that's right, 1/3 completed. And the reason for this 1/3 completion clause thing is because I'll show you why. Because look at this. We're in the water here, but there's gems down there. And how on earth am I supposed to get them if I can't swim in water? Also, why am I not dying in water? Well, I'll tell you why. Because in Spyro 2, there's actually an ability that allows you to swim in water. But we can't get that until we have 500 gems. And there aren't 200 more gems in this particular area of the homeworld. So what we'll need to be doing is actually going into another level and get the amount of gems needed. Then we'll come back here and get swimming. And then after that we'll actually do a bit more of the homeworld. But then we need another ability before we can fully complete the homeworld. So it'll probably take about 3 parts, non-consecutively, to beat the homeworld. But anyway, so this is kind of interesting. But in Spyro 2, unlike in Spyro 1, you actually get your health from these butterfly things here. Or I mean, not your health, your lives. So yeah, in Spyro 1, remember we had the trophy things? Well, in Spyro 2, you got these butterflies, and you can tell because regular butterflies that you use for health are pink and yellow, and these ones are blue and yellow. They're also bigger as well. Yeah, another thing interesting is in Spyro 1, if you have already full health, Sparks won't eat any more butterflies, but in this, regardless of how much health Sparks has, he eats the butterflies anyway. So that's interesting. Anyway, we've got a bit of dialogue here, so I'll shut up.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
Yep, that's right. So in Spyro 2, our main objective thing here is to collect talismans, which gives a purpose to getting to the end of the levels, because you remember in Spyro 1 that when you get to the end of the level, just there's a return home portal and nothing else. You don't get anything for getting there, and there's no real like a point of there's nothing really like important, and you just go into levels and get gems and stuff. In this game, you go into levels and you actually have to save the inhabitants or something like that. There's usually something you have to do in the level, and then if you do it successfully, you go to the end of the level, and the NPC in that level will give you a talisman, and use the talismans for, like I said, unlocking where Ripto is. But anyway, here's Hunter.
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press X to jump, then press X again while you're still in the air to glide.
No shit. What do you think I've been doing this whole time? Not gliding. I mean, I think it's pretty much impossible to go through Glimmer without gliding, or it might not be, but I mean, technically the Superfly power-up is a type of gliding, and you should be able to figure out how to do that. But here's Zoe.
The dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, there's actually nothing in the homeworld that can hurt you. In fact, in all the homeworlds in Spyro 2, there's nothing in the homeworld that can actually hurt you, which is pretty interesting, actually. So there's Idle Springs. That level there actually has swimming in it, so we'll need to get swimming before we go there. Okay, there's been a bit of a discussion on one of my parts that I did. I think it's part 3 about this. Now, tell me, that looks purple to me? It looks purple. That's the 5 gem, and Pete the player is saying that actually looks it looks blue, but I think it looks purple, because if you look at the Spyro 1 5 gem, it didn't look nearly as purple as that. It looked really blue, but anyway. So there's a 25 gem, and that looks really magenta-y. Not quite pink, but it's like a light, it's like a dark pink kind of. It's magenta. And the one in Spyro 1 is bright pink. Okay, so here's Moneybags.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
So yes, it costs 500 gems, and you can't actually get 500 gems in this homeworld before having to go into another level. So yeah.
Spyro, you look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
So yeah, if you tap X, he does a little jump. You hold X, he does a larger jump. But that's just common knowledge, isn't it?
Not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump, then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Yeah, he already told us about this just a second ago. But yeah, glide.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
It's true, it really will. So yes, like I said before, X again. Oh shit, I actually failed that. Ha 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 ha. That's gonna go in the fail reel. Good thing I did, otherwise I would have missed those gems over there. That's true. I intentionally failed it. Oh yeah, and he's over here again, but he'll just... What's he gonna say?
Hover, press triangle.
Okay, yeah, okay. There, you happy now? Okay. And last jump.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
Okay. This is really easy, just do this. I didn't actually have to press forward at all.
Good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Yay, another orb. This will be orb number 4. Success. Yay, okay. Great. There are more gems in the homeworld here, but we can't get them for now because we need swimming, which we'll get not in a couple parts. But anyway, in the next part of Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer, let's just go around the proper side, we shall be going into Colossus. I will see you then, guys. Farewell for now, but not forever. Bye.